Okay, here we are at the Kenosha Public Museum at the holiday event, so let's go on in. Okay, here we are at the Kenosha Public Museum Holiday Festival, and I'm in front of the bookmobile, and let's hear your names.
Jeff Dial.
And Jill Mayatek.
Okay, for those who haven't been on the bookmobile, what is it?
The bookmobile is like a mobile library. We've got all kinds of things, books, DVDs, all kinds of stuff for all ages, from babies all the way up through grown-ups.
Now, it's here today, but it's like travels throughout the...
Right. We've got a regular schedule that you can see on our website, www.mykpl.info/bookmobile, and we go to 4 to 6 stops every day.
I love your costume, by the way. It was
Thank you
obviously a
very
big hit today. Did you see a lot of people today?
Oh, we had well over 200 people stop on board. Number of items checked out, number of items returned. It was a good day. It was a very good day. Gave out a lot of information about library cards and our digital service, Hoopla, which is really starting to take off now.
Great. If anybody want more information about the public library, is their website?
Yes, www.mykpl.info.
Well, it was a great addition here to this event today. Come on out, support the public library and the bookmobile. And thanks so much for talking with us today and coming to the event. Okay, here we are at the Kenosha Public Museum at the holiday event. And your name?
My name is Patty Drum.
And Patty, what booth are we at today?
We're at the St. Mesrobe Armenian Church
Okay,
from Racine.
great. Well, let's hear all about it. What goes on there?
Oh, well, we're a very close-knit church, and we are on Erie Street. We do a lot of different picnics during the year and sell things. Our next event we do every year in Racine on the lakefront, and it's like a huge fair where we have the shish kebab and the baklava and the sarma, and we have beverages and games and prizes for the kids and all kinds of tents and Armenian dancing. We're very much into the ethnic dancing from our country. So yeah, and we've been there about 80 years in Racine.
So what are you offering at your booth today?
Okay, we started out with our lamanjun, which is our Armenian meat pizza. And it's kind of like a ground sirloin with a lot of green peppers and tomato base on it. It's really good. And then we have our sarma, which I don't know if you've ever heard of, grape leaves. The ladies go out and pick grape leaves. And then we make a rice mixture with olive oil and spices, and you roll up the leaves. They look like little cigars. And that's called sarma. Then we have our vegan each, and it's like a cracked bulgur wheat that you eat either with a cracker or with a spoon. We've got churegs, Armenian sweet rolls. They're delish. We have burma, which is kind of like if you've heard of the baklava that the Greeks make, only it's a larger version of that. And we also do baklava. Ours is a little different than the Greeks. We put more nuts in, I think. And then we are selling some preserves, apricot preserves that are made in Armenia. We were selling some love bracelets. We were selling all kinds of...
If anybody wants more information, do you have a website or a Facebook at all?
Yes, they could write to info@stmesrobes.com.
All right. Excellent. the Kenosha Public Museum at their Harbor Holiday event, and I am with your name?
Ed Duty.
Ed, the one who just did a great job here kicking off the holiday here. What do you think of the event today?
Oh, it looks great. Oh, the tent and all the people. We're going to take a walk around when we get done here with you.
Great. And then do you still perform elsewhere, a hobnob?
Well, I play when Lillian takes a break. I fill in for her, but I'm at Zazzy B's every Wednesday. Been there about 5 years now, 7 to 9. I got the early shift. Yeah, that's great. It's a great place to play. They're wonderful, wonderful over there.
And what did you play today at this event?
Today I just played all Christmas music. I didn't play anything else. That's all I was supposed to play. No Gershwin today, no Cole Porter, just Christmas.
Well, we'll definitely have to check out Zazzy B's. Do you ever did your own music, wrote your own music at all?
No, I haven't gotten that far yet.
All right.
Haven't gotten that far yet.
Well, we're still waiting. So we thank you so much for coming out to this
Jason,
event.
It's great to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's been a while. It's been a while, but I'm glad you're still active with the music.
Our son lives in California with his wife and grandchild, so he's out in L.A. a lot. He's working at a lot of shows out there. He's a producer of some.
I'll have to give him a call.
You ought to. He'd love to hear it. He's got a site. He's got a website.
All right. Well, Ed, thank you so much for coming out to the Public Museum. Thanks so much for talking
Okay,
today.
Jason, thank you. Have a good holiday. Have a Merry Christmas.
Christmas without you. I'm in the blue, just thinking all about you. Decorations are red on a green Christmas tree. Yeah. Thank you very much. Won't be the same day if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, and when those blue heartaches start hurting, you'll be blue, we're alright, when your Christmas arrives. Have a blue Christmas. Let's go. Christmas without you. I'll be so blue, just thinking all about you. You'll be due, we're alright, with your Christmas alright. But I have a blue Christmas. Say Merry Christmas.
You think he's singing?
I have a blue Christmas. Yeah, without you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, here we are at the Kenosha Public Museum at the International Holiday event. And your name?
Annalisa.
And Elisa, what booth are we at today?
We're at Ruffalo's Pizza.
All right, well, that's absolutely delicious. What did you have to offer at your booth?
We had homemade meatball sliders and lasagna soup, and both were homemade.
Well, let's talk about Ruffalo's Pizza. Where are you guys located?
We are South Sheridan Road, so in Pleasant Prairie.
And what do you have to offer there?
We have pizzas, dinners, homemade pasta dishes, homemade sandwiches, and it's a sit-down family-style restaurant or takeout. You can call ahead and pick up.
And what did you think of the event today?
It was great. It was awesome. We sold out. We had homemade meatball sliders and lasagna, like I said, and we were done by 3 o'clock.
If anyone want more information about Ruffalo's Pizza, is there a phone number or website?
Yes, we are we are on Facebook. You can find us at Ruffalo's Pizza on Facebook, or our phone number is 262-694-4003, and you can look us up.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the event today. It was a great event. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having us.
We are the West Side Victorian Dancers, and we are going to perform a few dances for you today. We represent the public face of the West Side Soldiers Aid Society. And in 1862, in the midst of the war, the ladies from Milwaukee noticed that there was a great need for the soldiers that were returning from battle. And what they did was they got together and they decided to collect different items that soldiers would need on the battlefield, as well as the soldiers who were returning home and they needed some type of care in order for them to either live out if they lived in the Milwaukee area, or if Milwaukee was a stopping point and they were moving on to wherever their hometown was. So in 1865, we still were, the war was just about over with. However, there still was a great need when they saw all these soldiers that were coming back and having a lot of health problems. And what they had been doing is they had been renting storefronts in downtown Milwaukee. And those were the stopping places for the soldiers that were returning home. They would get whatever they would need if there was some food, if they needed some medical care, things like that. Well, the ladies realized that, gee whiz, these gentlemen are going to need long-term care in some cases. So what they did was, their dream was to be able to open a permanent home for soldiers that were disabled or were homeless. And so what they did was they got together and decided, we're going to have a Soldiers' Aid Fair. And so they anticipated that this would maybe run about, optimistically, 10 days. And what they wanted to do is they wanted to raise funds so that they could do more for the soldiers. Well, that 10 days stretched into 6 weeks. And eventually, when the run of the fair was over, they had amassed $110,000, and that was in 1865 terms. Today, that would be several $1 million. What did they do with that money? Well, some of that money went to purchase some land, and they turned the rest of the money eventually over to federal government, basically federal government control, and you still see the fruits of that today. Anybody here know what the VA Zablocki Medical Center is? You ever hear of it? Maybe you've been there. Maybe you know somebody who's been there. Well, the old buildings up on the hill, Old Main, for instance, that was the original soldiers' home. And I'm happy to tell you that through the generosity of people, Old Main and some of those buildings are now going to be restored, and they are going to go back into service for veterans today. So that's what the West Side Soldiers Aid Society did back in the 1860s. They kind of disbanded after that. Then in about 2003, the group was reformed, and we are the kind of like the fundraising arm for West Side Soldiers Aid Society. So we perform, and we charge a very modest fee, and 100% of those proceeds go to the West Side, and they in turn 100% over, because nobody is paid in that organization at all. It's all labor of love. And they give to places like Stars and Stripes Honor Flight, the Hoptel at the VA Center, Brain Scans for Warriors, Wreath Across America, all veteran type of charities. So what we are going to show you today is a little sample of what was home life back during the Civil War. A lot of gentlemen were out in battle, so there was kind of a shortage of gentlemen, but, well, we have enough gentlemen that we're here today, and so we're going to show you what the entertainment that was available during that time period. Balls at that time were the equivalent to, I don't know, on here today there's something called Facebook, Instagram. Well, that's social media. Well, balls during that time period were the social media of the day. That's where you met new people, where you made, eventually you could make business contacts, things like that. So the first dance that we are going to show you, that all these are the fashionable dances of today. The first we're going to show you is one that is called chorus jig. And that has a nice little, well, if the ladies and gentlemen like, they can do a little bit of flirting, if they would like, it just depends. So this has a beautiful figure in it, it's called contra corners. So we shall show you chorus jig. The set always face the music. Ever hear that term before? Face the music? That's what it meant.
Okay, here we are at the International Holiday Fest at the Kenosha Public Museum, and I'm with your name.
I'm Teresa Balchunas DiCello, and we're having a lot of fun here.
And let's hear about what booth are you representing?
Oh, we represent the Lithuanian booth, and we have some Lithuanian ornaments, Lithuanian weaving, Lithuanian doll clothes, Lithuanian amber. We have cookies. We had cookies that sold out, so we're really having a good time here.
And you have some ornaments too, correct?
Oh, definitely. Those are all handmade ornaments from white straws, and there's a book how to make them. So once you come here, you not only can buy things, you can learn a lot of things that you can do at home and have fun.
All right. Is this the only time you come out to this event? Do you go to events all year? Or?
Oh, I come all over the place. I enjoy everything that's happening in Kenosha. That keeps me busy and having me meet people and enjoy myself and have a good time.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for. Oh, and the dress that you're wearing, is that an ethnic?
Yeah, I'm wearing a Lithuanian dress to represent a certain part of Lithuania, and it's hand embroidered and it's made very nicely, and it represents a certain district of Lithuania.
Great. Well, it's a great event today. Great turnout, and thank you so much for coming to this event today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was El Estado de Chiapas. We had the last song was called El Mascapetates. And as you notice, a lot of times with these, a lot of these dresses, you'll see that a lot of the dresses will have shawls, and those are paying homage to a lot of that peasant life and a lot of that ancient history that the way that they use these accessories, not just in everyday life, but also represent like different dances. So our dancers are currently getting dressed. We are going to be Thank you. Today is a big day of first. This is the first time our ladies perform this particular dance in public. And our next group of dancers should be getting ready. They will be coming.
Okay, here we are at the International Holiday Festival at the Kenosha Public Museum, and I'm with your name.
My name is Marisela.
And what booth are we representing today?
We are representing the Ballet Folclórico Regional Mexicano. We come from Beach Park, Illinois. We're a nonprofit organization dedicated to teaching people about the Mexican culture through music and dance.
And I saw your performance upstairs was absolutely phenomenal, and the costumes and everything. So it's really going into the heritage.
Yes, we do our best to represent each area, each state, and to be as authentic as possible with our costumes, our outfits, and the actual dances being performed.
And the kids learn a lot about the history as well.
Yes, they learn the history, they learn all about the different geography, where different traditions and cultures are coming from, and about each different state in Mexico.
So you offer classes?
Yes, our classes are Wednesdays at Beach Park Middle School in Beach Park, Illinois, at 5 o'clock for beginners.
If anybody want more information, is there a website or a phone number?
Yes, our phone number is, you can contact us at 773-208-7187 or go on our Facebook page, Ballet Folclórico Regional Mexicano, or hashtag BFRM on Instagram or Facebook.
And you guys had some great food here today. What did we have at the booth?
We had tostadas de tinga. Tinga is shredded chicken with chipotle sauce and then a variety of condiments that go with it. It's not very spicy. It can be a little bit mild or spicy, but it's a delicious meal that everybody tends to like.
Well, once again, it was a great performance today, great booth here with food and the Mexican culture, and we thank you all for coming to this event today.
Thank you.
like to leave you with May Christmas find a bowl of cheers placed on your table right for everyone to take a cup. The cheers with candlelight. May every gift you get be what you wanted most. And every guest that leaves your house say, now there is the happy host. May all the good things come your way. May all your things come true. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a Christmas wish from us in the MTV Harmonia to all of you. Merry Christmas.